Hello everyone, one last video before the 2022 ends, I guess. I had to come up in the office and do one or two things, and I thought I'll catch you up. Do you remember on the last video I did, right at the end, I had a photograph of a Fergie, or a Fergie 135 with snow on it? Well, that's come about because I think it was in the video before, I was looking for a 135 for my mate Colin, he wanted one to do up, and anyway, as a result of that, my cousin Speedy of the rally caravan fame, he rang me up and he said, I think I know where there's a tractor that'll suit you. So anyway, he sent me a few photographs of it, which I'll show you in a minute. And this week, I had to go up country for a meeting in Melton Mowbray, and only a quick diversion to Banbury, and I had a chance to have a look at it. And it looks quite promising. So I haven't bought it yet, but I've put a bid on it, and we'll see what happens. I don't want to pay too much for it because, you know, Colin wants something to tidy up, and if we get it, I don't really want to sell it. He doesn't really want to buy it, but he wants to have something to tinker about with. But he, you know, if he tidies it up, it's only fair that he keeps it and drives it for a bit. So I don't want to put thousands of pounds into something that's just going to be. I know it's worth that money, but you don't want to. You know, can't keep buying tractors. He says. Anyway, so yes, I've put a bid in on it. While I was there, I also saw something else that interested me quite a bit, so I've put a bid in on that as well. So I'll show you a bit of video on that and some photographs, and see you in a minute. So there they are. Not the roughest by any means, and I've had them both running. Neither one is actually on the button, but they weren't very far off the button. Managed to start them easy enough. So you know, if you can make them run, that's a good thing. So hopefully, if the deal comes off, they'll be coming back. I've got a lorry going up country with a load of stuff in the middle of January, so if it happens, you know, there'll be a back load for it, so it shouldn't be too expensive to bring home. I could bring if I get the 135, I could bring that back behind the car, but the other one is just a bit too lumpy. Anyway, that's where we are with that. What else have I got to tell you? I don't think I showed you the 3000 with the Christmas float on it, so I'll just show you a few pictures of that. If I've got a video, I'll show you the video as well. But the 3000, when when it was all tidied up, and then we've actually revamped the sleigh and everything for it. So this is a little bit late for Christmas, but if I do it next week, it'll certainly be too late. So this is the last glimpse of Christmas, and you know, see what you think. It looks all right, I think. So we took that out. We did 4 Christmas runs with it, different villages around. The last one, the first 3 we were lucky with the weather. The last one, not quite so lucky. And, you know, it wasn't pouring with rain, but it was wet. And I was sat on that tractor for nearly 3 hours going around with a load of owls prancing around me, and it was okay, but I was glad to get off at the end of it. So the tractor's back here in the shed, and we got the sleigh stored in a storage container I've got. So, you know, that's away now till next year. So we might do something silly and bring it out for a carnival or something, you know, Father Christmas on holiday or something. We'll see. Anyway, just a few ideas. So can't think of anything else I need to tell you now. It's now, well, getting dark outside, so we're coming on. I've had some friends in Australia who already emailed me and wished me Happy New Year. They've already celebrated it. We're not going to do anything too exciting tonight. Definitely not going to do anything too exciting. Might look out the window and see somebody else setting fireworks off, but that's as exciting as we'll get. We've seen all the family in bits and bobs over the weekend, or over this week. Like a lot of people, they've had the coughs and sneezes and bugs and God knows what. So we've brought them all in so they can give it to us. So far, so good. We've missed it, but, you know, it can happen. But you can try and avoid it. It's a bit like this COVID thing. Keep trying to avoid it, and you make your life a misery, and then you still get it. So you might as well just get on with it and be done with it. So, you know, let's go. We've seen them all. They've all recovering well, all right now. So that's good. So that's it. But one bit of sad news, you know, my old friend Ivan Powell, who was in one of the videos about Tridenic Rally, he was there talking about his Oliver tractor he bought. Unfortunately, cancer got him right before Christmas, and you know, it's a real shock, because I did know he was ill, but not until about a week before. And 3 weeks before that, he was actually out driving a tractor and spreading sand. And I don't know for certain, but I think it was pancreatic cancer. And it's one of these that, you know, they call it the invisible killer. And it obviously got Ivan, which is awful, because you couldn't have met a nicer man. But why I'm saying it, I mean, I don't want to finish on a dire note really, but it's something that men can be tested for, and you know, you must do it. It's no good leaving it and, you know, hoping it's not going to get you. There's tests there, so go and get tested, and, you know, if you do it regularly, you know, you won't be the same. It's not only the family have lost a bloody good dad and granddad, and you know, we've all lost a hell of a good friend. And Ivan was 78, I think. But Christ, he was the youngest 78 I've ever seen. Brilliant bloke, really nice bloke. And we'll all miss him, you know, miss him hugely, because he was a contractor all his life, and always everywhere, could never stand still, talk to you, turn 3 or 4 circles while you're having a conversation. Anybody that knows him will know exactly what I'm talking about, and they'll laugh at that. But it's your warning, boys. If you're in advancing years, get on and get this pancreatic cancer caught out, because it's a bastard disease, and I don't want to hear anybody else getting it. So, what can I tell you a bit cheerful? I can't think of anything offhand, but, you know, hopefully we're all going to be having a better year. We've lost a few people recently, which I suppose it's the age I'm getting, more people I know. But anyway, so I wish you a happy new year, and see you next year. Cheers, mate.